I should have been invited. We should have been invited to. I don't like this information.
Mark, be quiet. You know what's going on. The FBI needs to be up in this bowl.
Thanks. Let me know when you're ready.
Because he acting like a guy yesterday.
This meeting is now called to order for the City of East Cleveland. Agenda review for Thursday, December 1st for 6:30. The time is now 6:48. Call the roll, please.
Council Martin?
Present.
Council Thomas is excused. Council Graham?
Present.
Council King?
Present.
Council Wheeler?
Present.
And acknowledging Law Director Hendricks.
I'd like to ask a question why we almost 25 minutes late. I'm asking the question for an answer.
You like to talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Councilman Martin, the reason this meeting is starting late, as you may be aware, I had scheduled a committee meeting, and it was actually out of order. I misunderstood the communications between myself and the finance director. As you're well aware, when the former council president, Barbara Thomas, was the chair of the finance committee, she would routinely have a meeting with the finance director and the state fiscal commission. And then we would have the committee meeting. So that's the procedure to follow with the finance committee. And I mistakenly scheduled a meeting without that. And then I was reminded, well, you need to have the smaller meeting before the committee meeting. And per the sunshine law, only 2 people, council people, can be at that meeting. Now, fortunately, because it's not a quorum, fortunately,
So you did.
Wheeler was available. Now, when the former chair of the finance committee did it, I was never even invited to those meetings. So,
The former chair being Barbara Thomas?
yeah, she didn't even invite us to those meetings because there can only be one other person there, one other councilman. So that's why we are late. Now, I apologize. It is my fault that we are late
So you canceled your finance committee meeting.
because I shouldn't have even scheduled it because there was a misunderstanding of the meeting that he wanted to have.
Regarding, you mean Jack?
Yes.
The finance director?
Yes.
So you met with him, you guys for.
And the fiscal commission, they were here. The guy was here this morning. I
Did
just.
you meet with him?
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't.
So did you guys discuss the mayoral estimate while you were in there the last 30 minutes, however long you were in there?
We discussed a number of financial issues as it relates to the city, and when we have the finance committee meeting, they will come out. As a matter of fact, next week is the fiscal commission, next Wednesday. So a lot of this stuff will be addressed then. And if I could just share a couple pieces of good news. We've already paid next year's workers' comp, and we paid next year's. There's 2 things we already paid: police and fire. We already paid them for next year. So that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So
just clarification,
Hold on 1 second. The workers' comp and the other one, that we had discussed that the last time this came up, when he was here. It was about 2 weeks ago, remember? Okay, we agreed for him to go forward to take care of workers' comp, and it was in some police pension thing, right? Okay, so.
and bills are current. So look, that's great news, right?
What about the mayor's estimate, which is the first time in years that it's been on time? I'll say that from being up here the longest. That's the first time we got it in time, in probably 10, 15 years.
So there's a ton of information to go through in the document, and for the sake of time, we weren't able to go through.
Have you been through the document yet?
Well, I perused it, yeah.
So,
And I was, Dr. Guy called me, because I was gonna come up here at 6 o'clock, because the mayor's estimate is important, because we got just the budget for next year, and we don't know what's gonna happen with the future of East Cleveland, so we gotta be on top of this. So when I got here and found out you guys were back there, that caught my ear. I said, because I'm getting ready to come up here at 6 o'clock, I call in almost every day, and she'll confirm and say what's up.
I'm
Okay.
here, yeah.
All right, so I feel left out of the process. That's how I feel about it. And I don't like to get secondhand information. I'm a council person.
so I apologize that, and there's actually very little way around that, because my recollection, you weren't on the finance committee, you weren't on the previous finance committee. So you couldn't have been at this meeting anyway, because you're not even on that committee.
Well, I
Right.
come to them anyway.
You can't come to it because you're not on the committee.
Yes, I can.
No, the meeting with,
You mean the fiscal?
Not the
the
committee
fiscal-
meeting.
right,
The
not-
fiscal-
right.
Not the committee
Because
meeting.
and it can only be two
Right.
council
I
people, so it
can't
would be
attend
somebody from the committee. And because you weren't on the prior committee and you're not on the finance committee now, you couldn't have been in that meeting anyway, right?
So is that how that was done prior to?
Yes.
So was it done, so for the past 4 years, this is how it was done with Barbara Thomas?
Yes.
Come on.
So for
Yes.
the past 4 years, do you recollect that this is how it was done with
Hold on
Barbara
a second,
Thomas?
hold on a second. I asked you to stop interrupting, okay? Now
I'm
hold
not the
on.
only one talking.
I'm talking to you right now, hold on.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. The council's talking now. Go ahead.
So I just want to get clarification. This is
Hold on,
something
wait 1
that,
second. He just interrupted again. We asked you to quit disrupting the conversation. If you do it again, I'm gonna ask you to excuse yourself if you can't control your mouth.
Lord have
Go
mercy.
ahead.
I just want to make a comment and I just want to get clarification because when this all came out and came to the head and the response by Councilman Martin and the response by the public, it was as if there was something going on in secret. My suggestion is to wait to see how it comes out, put it on record so you guys can say exactly what it is, just so we can find out and get to the bottom of it. That's why it's so important not to jump to conclusions or to find the facts out. And I think you would agree with me, Mr. Mays. That's what you said we need to do. So if you're saying that this is something that has been routinely done for the past 4 years, and this is what took place, then there was no necessary to jump to conclusions. I just want to make that, even if they are wrong, or if you feel that they still are wrong, if the procedure was done in a way, then there's nothing that we can argue about. But I would just stress that as council members, we don't incite the public until we actually figure out what's really going on and get to the bottom of it. I mean, of course, I would like to know too, but you're saying that all this information will be divulged at a committee meeting, which is public forum, then I have no problem with it. But we needed to have that understanding, and we just wanted to put that out there, so. Because I don't want to accuse